Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. How much is a minute worth to you? Think about it for a second. Not an hour, not a day, just one single minute. 60 seconds, what would you pay for it if it were the last one you had? Would you give your last dollar, your most prized possession, or even beg for it? Because here's the truth, time is the one thing you can't get back, and yet so many of us act like we've got an unlimited supply. Let me tell you right now, you don't. Every day, every hour, every minute that passes is gone forever. You can't rewind it, you can't buy it, and you can't beg for it back. And yet, so many of us walk around like we've got all the time in the world. Procrastinating, waiting for the right moment, putting off our dreams because it's easier to scroll on our phones or binge watch another show. Listen, I'm not here to sugarcoat this. You are wasting your life if you are wasting your time. Let me ask you something else. Why do you think you're here? Why do you think you woke up this morning? What do you think keeps that heart beating in your chest, pumping blood through your veins? You weren't put on this earth to waste time. You were put here with a purpose. A unique, incredible, earth-shaking purpose. But let me be clear, purpose doesn't fulfill itself. It doesn't come knocking at your door saying, here I am. Purpose requires action. It demands that you get up, show up, and stay consistent. It demands that you stop wasting time. Think about this. The wealthiest man in the world with all his billions cannot buy an extra hour. The most successful athlete with all their trophies and medals cannot stop the clock. When time is gone, it's gone. Yet here you are, sitting on a gold mine of opportunity, squandering it like it's worthless. You want to know what's really killing dreams? It's not failure. It's not rejection. It's not even fear. The real killer of dreams is wasted time. It's the hours spent doubting yourself instead of working on your craft. It's the days spent waiting for the perfect moment instead of taking the leap. It's the months spent planning instead of doing. It's the years spent saying someday when you know deep down that someday is a lie. You see, time is like a river. It flows in one direction. You can't dip your hand into the same water twice. That moment you just let slip by, it's gone forever. And every time you waste a moment, you're giving up a piece of your life that you'll never get back. Some of you are sitting here thinking, but I'll start tomorrow. Let me tell you something. Tomorrow is not promised. You don't know how many more tomorrows you've got. None of us do. So why are you waiting? Why are you holding back? Maybe you're scared. Maybe you're waiting for someone to give you permission. Maybe you're telling yourself you're not ready. Let me be the one to tell you you're never going to feel ready. The perfect moment you're waiting for doesn't exist. It's a myth. The only moment you've got is right now. So stop waiting for the stars to align. Stop waiting for someone else to believe in you. Stop waiting for some magic sign from the universe. The sign is already here. It's called time, and it's running out. Now, I know some of you are already making excuses in your head. I don't have the time. I don't have the resources. I don't know where to start. Let me stop you right there. Excuses are lies you tell yourself to stay comfortable. They're chains that keep you bound to mediocrity, and if you let them, they'll hold you back your entire life. You don't need more time. You don't need more resources. You don't need more knowledge. What you need is the will to start. Right now, with what you have, where you are. The most successful people in the world didn't wait until they had everything figured out. They started with nothing but a dream and a relentless determination to see it through. So stop saying, I can't stop saying, I don't know how to stop saying it's too late. It's never too late to start, but it's always too late to wait. Here's the thing. Nobody else is responsible for your time but you. Nobody is going to come and save you. Nobody is going to force you to chase your dreams. Nobody is going to hand you success on a silver platter. If you want it, you have to go get it. And that starts with taking responsibility for how you spend your time. Every minute you spend blaming others, every hour you spend making excuses, every day you spend procrastinating, that's on you. Own it. And then change it. You have the power to decide how you spend your time. Use it wisely. Time is like money. If you don't invest it wisely, you'll end up broke. So ask yourself, are you spending your time, or are you investing it? Are you using it to grow, to learn, to build, to create, or are you squandering it on distractions and meaningless activities? Let me tell you something. The greatest investment you can make is in yourself. Take that time you're wasting and put it into becoming better. Read the books, take the classes, practice the skills, build the relationships. Do whatever it takes to grow into the person you're meant to be. Because when you invest in yourself, the return is immeasurable. Here's the truth. Your dreams are not going to come easy. They're not going to show up gift wrapped at your door. You're going to have to fight for them. You're going to have to put in the work day after day, even when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it. The road to success is not a straight path. It's full of obstacles, setbacks, and detours. But every time you choose to fight instead of quit, every time you choose to show up instead of making excuses, you're getting closer to your goal. And let me tell you, there is nothing more powerful than a person who refuses to waste time. Look at the clock. Listen to the seconds ticking away. That's your life. That's your future. Every tick is an opportunity. Every talk is a chance. But once it's gone, it's gone. So what are you going to do with the time you have left? Are you going to waste it, or are you going to use it to create something extraordinary? Because here's the thing, the world is waiting for you. It's waiting for your ideas, your talents, your gifts. But it's not going to wait forever. If you don't take your shot, someone else will. If you don't use your time, someone else will take your place. When your time runs out, and what will you have to show for it? Will you look back and say, I wish I had done more? Or will you look back and say, I gave it everything I had? Listen to me, don't die with regrets. Don't leave this world with your potential still locked inside you. Don't let fear, doubt, or laziness steal your dreams. When your time is up, make sure you've lived a life so full, so meaningful that there's nothing left to give. So here's my challenge to you: start now, not tomorrow, not next week, not someday. Now, whatever it is you've been putting off, whatever dream you've been sitting on, whatever goal you've been avoiding, start. Take the first step. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be now. Because time waits for no one, not me, not you, not anyone. The only question is, what are you going to do with the time you have left? Stop wasting it, use it, own it, live it.